This is Robert with Fishing Weekend Warrior, and today I want to share two of my favorite hooks with you. Now, I like to do a lot of salmon fishing, and these are Gamakatsu big river hooks. What I really like about them is they have this nice little curve to them at the bottom, and I'm going to show that to you on the close-up here really quick, if I can get one of these out without poking myself. I'm going to put this right here and put my hand behind it because it'll show up better on the camera that way. And if you look down at the bottom of the hook, you'll see a nice curve. And I'll go ahead and follow it with my finger. And right here, that little curve there makes me feel like when a fish hits it, it's a nice place to set into their jaw. Now, in my area, most of the time we're fishing barbless, so I will be clipping those barbs. And then when we go to use them, it'll be a barbless hook. But today I won't do that for this video. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run another video and add it onto this clip of how I tie a rig with these hooks. So I highly recommend these. This is a size 4 and a size 3. On my rigs, I always run the 4 ahead of the 3, especially if I'm doing a herring mooching rig. But check this video out, and this is what I recommend, and this is why. So I went ahead and cut off a 42-inch piece of my mono fishing line here, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my Gamakatsu Big River 3/0 hook and stick this line in there, and we're ripping through this as fast as we can, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 over the top, just like that. And this is a modified egg loop for anybody who's familiar with the different fishing knots. We're just going to go ahead and stick this through there. If you're doing an egg loop, you would actually do more than that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll hold this really tight, wet the line. So the most important thing is we don't let go of the bottom. And boom, just like that. Make sure it's centered before you give it that last big cinch. So you grab that tag end and pull it to where you want it, and then give it a good pull. Some people will put a screw or a nail in and pull against that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. If it's bait, you want it a little bit shorter, but since it's not bait, you don't need to worry too much about that. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the second hook. We're just going to drop that on there. Bring it down. So we ran this mono through the eyelet. Now, it's really important to get the hooks facing the opposite direction. So I'm going to get it laid up like that. And we want them just above each other. So if you see that, and then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, grab that and hold it firmly. This is where things go wrong really easily, is if you lose hold of that line. Put it in there, and just enough that we can get a good firm hold when we're done. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And before we do anything else, we want to make sure that we've got this hook where we want it. And then we're going to wet the line and pull it through. This is where it gets dicey right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it. And boom, just like that. Boom, done. Add our beads and our spinner blade, and this is ready to fish.